Ngày mới tới ánh mắt trời bừng sáng, trái tim nóng ước mơ ta bay cao. Từng câu tiếng Anh ta luyện
Hi,
ta
Jenny.
tiến, mỗi giây cố gắng làm
How
ngày
are
mai
you
rực
doing
rỡ lên.
today?
Sai rồi đứng dậy chẳng sợ
Well,
điều chi,
fine.
dám mơ dám nói
And how
tuổi
was
trẻ dẫn
school?
lối đi. Từ lớp học
No,
nhỏ đến trời rộng
Anything
xa, tiếng
interesting
Anh
that
trong cánh
happened?
vượt đại dương bao la.
not really. It's almost like a few months is gonna be like 2025, And besides, tests going a lot.
Okay. And are you studying really hard?
Nah,
What have you
really.
done?
No, I have a perfect timing, a perfect remembering, and besides, math was good, Vietnamese,
Mhm.
Asia, other and other subject good, except Vietnamese. I don't know why. I
Okay.
mean, like English, math,
Mhm.
swimming, and other subject except Vietnamese. I'm good. I'm good at those.
Yeah, you are. And
And beside those other year, I didn't do my best, but it's just that try my best remembering and know what to do. I guess that's the best.
yeah. And tell me, are your school closing next week?
No, why would they?
Oh no, so, some schools are going to be closed for like just 2 or 3 days
Why?
because because of Christmas.
Oh, Christmas, huh? That's cool. Well, some of us do celebrate Christmas in Vietnam, but
Mhm.
really, trust me, no one got the time.
Okay, makes sense. And tell me, do you guys do gifts on Christmas Day or not?
Yes, we do. It was It's just that we had to answer some questions for some of the places, like the snorky people.
Oh, what do you mean snorky people? Who's the snorky people?
Well, it's pretty much like a place that's very, very hot. Even if it's no air, it's just that mm, it's crap. Like that, there's a lot of people and a lot of activity going on. So yeah, it's pretty much like being in well, being on the back of a camel. I said that.
Yeah, on the back of the camel.
Yeah,
Oh, and have you been on the back of a camel?
I wish to, but I would rather not.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what is in the hump of the camel?
Yeah.
What? What does it contain?
I mean, like on the back camel back, there's those lumpy things,
Yeah.
and for I best I could think is those lumpy things filled with water. So camel.
Yay! Ah, you smarty pants. Jenny, you are so smart. That was amazing. Okay, so remember we spoke about open book test. Okay, so let's quickly dive into this one again. Okay, so we're going to continue from this. Okay, there's a test for almost every subject that we study. Think about the subjects you study at school. Okay, which classes have the easiest or most difficult exams? Make sure you explain your reasons. So, Jenny, take it away. I want you to complete the table for me. You gotta write two examples, okay? So, and give reasons why it has the easiest and why it's got the most difficult. So, best means easy, worst means difficult.
Okay, so at the past, I did say that the best week is like
Yeah,
math and science, and the
correct.
worst test is Vietnamese and history. Today I cannot think of that, but maybe it change. Maybe change. Okay, so maybe English? Sure, I guess so. But I'm
English.
not sure.
No, English is definitely easy for you. Okay, because you do really well in English.
But sometimes I did also answer wrong most of them. But I never got the teacher get shouted or be like, oh, you meant Oh no, I was just like, if I have some answer that I already know how to, I will not try my hand up. I mean, like, if I definitely, I will, but most of the time I feel unsure and unkid. So I just put my hand down and just, well, seeing people answer. If I'm wrong or right, and if I'm right, that's cool. If I'm wrong,
But
that's sad.
but never be too scared to answer because Chenny, your answer is valid. Sometimes even a teacher can make a mistake. Did you know that?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So never be afraid to speak up and give your opinion. Okay.
Yeah. I remember one of the English teacher. Well, the on last year's very dramatizing. If I'm gonna say, very dramatizing.
And why is it being traumatizing?
Trust me. If one of the students didn't take their notes down on their book when
Yeah.
the teacher had every information on the board and they did nothing but just play on their table, like students shouldn't, then I did see the teacher take his book and then hit him a lot, and it's very painful. I can even hear him crying.
Well, I
And
can just feel that just by you mentioning that.
when
Shame.
she when she done, she shouted at him and being ashamed of him, and also saying, "Oh, you're a failure. It's so easy to not think that, and all you can do is just play." And then she threw the book at his face
Oh no. I
and forcing him to take all the note,
yeah.
write all the note down on the book when he was like in front of the board and having thousands of eyes looking at him.
Shame. But that's mean.
I know, but
But
it's
is your is your teacher allowed to do that?
I don't know. I'm not the boss, but I think not because
No,
that's just
no,
traumatizing.
shame. That's not right behavior. I mean, you need it is a teacher's job to rectify the situation and just explain to the student why the behavior is incorrect or what they said maybe is not appropriate or not being considered. But yeah, shame. The
Oh, it's just that some of the students in my class a bit like like, it's kind of like you're not the boss of me. Yeah. But it's kind of like those ADHD kids, most of them, and
Oh,
those kids and the quiet kid that a very special one, I could say.
okay, that kind of makes sense.
So yeah, I guess that, but not the violence.
Mm. Okay, so you're gonna complete that for us, and then we're gonna have a look.
Okay, it's easy, easy.
So you're gonna provide me some good reasons.
Okay, so first of all, it's easy. Second of all is, oh my God. Second of all is, well, I did practice English like a lot at the past year. Like it is hard, not gonna lie, but I can use it.
I think you speak English pretty well.
And also, as a kid, have an Asian parent that forcing me to do English. And at the past, it's kind of traumatizing, not gonna lie.
No, your mom is just encouraging you.
Not my mom, but my dad.
Oh, your
Really
dad. Okay, okay. That's yeah, but remember dads want the best for their kids.
sure, it's just not about the shouting and
I know. I was also a child. My dad used to say to me, "You have to study really, really hard because one day you're gonna need it." And let me tell you, boy, was my dad right.
wow.
I didn't tell him that. I didn't say to him that he was right, but I'm saying to you.
Okay. Okay, so let's begin. And the second one is no, that subject. It's kind of hard. Um, Steam. I mean, like, sure, why not? Besides STEAM, we never have a test about that subject.
What is
And
that?
it's like a creative one. It's like about history. It's kind of almost to history, but it
Oh.
also kind of almost to like,
Is it called is it called Steam?
yeah, you're right.
Oh,
And it's all about arts and
yeah.
great stuff. It's about how to survive. It's kind of almost itty bitty how to survive, but also know how to do this and do that, and also have
Oh, like live orientation. Okay, I get it. I get
yeah,
it. Yeah.
everybody loves those.
In America, we call it live orientation.
That's a long word.
I
Mine just,
know. But that's Americans. They like to use long, long words.
but also does bring to the phobia one.
Pardon?
I mean, like some people, it does bring the fact that we have a phobia of that now of long word. I know
Uh,
it's random, but some people have one.
yeah. I like long words. It
I
makes
hate
it
long
makes us
words.
sound smarter.
Why not? I'd rather take the short one and say it's fun, easy.
Ah.
I mean, I decide everybody could understand, and you don't have to explain why is that word. It's very annoying.
Can be.
Sure. And the worst tests. Still Vietnamese, not gonna lie, I hate those Vietnamese. I mean, like, I'm not bad, but like, I'm just like the rest of my friend in my class. It's just that I know I know how to answer questions, and sometimes those questions is just too complicated.
I understand.
Like when we got to practice, it's easy and simple, but when we got to the test, it's hard. It's really hard.
And tell me, Cheney, how is your one of your so how does your friends do in Vietnamese? Are they quite good or are they average? How would you rate them?
I mean, like, I mean, which one? Which one?
Your one of your best friends.
My best friend.
Yeah.
I don't know which is my best friend. I don't know. My best friend is now like I hate her now. Really.
Why? What did she do?
And she kind of like very manipulated and also very a big crybaby about simple things. Like I could explain it in one shot and then she will cry about it because she don't want to do that. And besides, she also tell me to do her homework. So, boo.
What? Why did she ask you to do her homework?
I mean, I did help her, but at the rest of them, I'm the one who's doing it, not her. I'm not teaching her also.
Exactly.
And besides, I am the only friend that make a comedian for her to laugh. She never make anything for me to laugh, really. So I kind of felt a puppet at that point.
Well, I would feel like that as well. So, okay, so Vietnamese is very complicated. Why would you say it's complicated?
Because like some of the, if I did read a story and the more of a story and what you get from the story is very complicated. This story is complicated. I mean, I know how to answer, like, like, so Korean answer. That's easy. I write correct all of them. But like writing down, I mean, like, bringing it down about a story is hard. But like, at the other one is like, oh, what do you feel about having, what do you feel about like Mother Love Days or Valentine, blah blah. I know how to answer those. and connecting and which is wrong, which is right. I'm right all of them, except the story. I hate those.
Oh, okay. So that's more. And what other subject do you find very difficult?
Okay. History is one thing, and well, okay, history is not that complicated now if I grow up, but it's just that my teacher did give us the paper would have all the answer. I know it's amazing. Besides, you know
Yeah.
what? At the past year, at the very, very old year, my teacher did teach other classes too. So she says that some of the brother and some of the kids back in the past years had to remembering them and had to like know all the information in the book. But today, these days, the subject and the learning tools are very hard and very complicated too. So it's just very twisted for the brain to remember and also have to easily answer all of those complicated questions. So
Yeah.
my teacher gave us the paper with all the answer for us to remembering all of those things down. It's not that quite easy actually. The answer is very long, and my teacher said this is the shortest thing we could remember and say. So you mean to say it's the shortest? Man, that's wrong. Very wrong.
Wow, so you guys got a bonus, which he handed you out even the answers.
That is perfect.
Okay. Oh, Teddy, you just know how to crack me up.
Okay, maybe. Okay. How
Okay.
to survive? Oh, I know those. How to survive? Those subject. You know those?
Yeah, how to survive.
Yeah. Well, I did learn all of them, but it's just that at the test day, my brain just ooze out and just say, today is the rest day. You go on your own business.
You're on your own. Okay, so tell me, why do schools give tests, Jenny? What is your opinion?
I I think in my thinking is that it's like we had to remember everything that we have learned and then test those. And besides, if you don't do the test, then everybody's gonna think it's like, oh, we just have to make it for a day, and then the end of the year we'll be like celebrating New Year and something. You don't have to worry about tests. No, you just play and that's it for the end of the year. But besides, we have to remembering all of the information that we have learned in the school, so we could take the information and then use it in the adult year. Because like if you don't use it in the adult year, you're
Mhm.
useless, really.
Yeah, what's the point of learning it if you can't apply it? And what do you think about tests? How do you feel about writing multiple tests?
Well, okay. If a multiple test that I know how to answer is quite easy, and
Mhm.
it will be like, oh, it's fine and it's cool. At least I got high grade. But like
Yeah.
if that's very hard and complicated, I would be like, man, how did I do this? I rather be dumbstruck right now. Like the trash is better than that. So
Makes sense. And what is the hardest thing about taking a test? What do you find is the most difficult part of a test?
like how to survive
How to survive?
and
How to survive the test?
nah, it's the name.
Do you sometimes get stressed before the time?
Yeah. What if I get wrong?
Ah, okay. So it's about having that pressure of getting good marks.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what are other people saying. Okay, so can you read for us what are other people saying about why do schools give tests?
So just the answers school gives tests because they want to check how much students have learned. School gives tests so that students can memorize what they learn.
Do you
True,
agree?
but
Do you-
memory does not have anything.
So do you agree with those statements?
Yeah. Except the first one I did agree, but the second one I kind of agree, but not really. But the memorize is that it's a student heaven to way because we just memorize the answer and that's it. Because next year it's all gonna ooze out.
I love your honesty. Oh, Jenny, you are such a smart girl. And tell me, what do you think? You already answered this. So, what are other people saying? What are they thinking about taste?
So suggest this answer. I like tests because I can see how much I have learned. Also, it feels good to get good scores. Yes, except bad score.
Yes.
I really don't like tests. They are so stressful. I don't want to go to school on test days. Oh no, you will be stay in that class forever if you don't want.
Yes, you have to deal with that. You got to face your fears eventually. Yeah. And then let's have a look at the third question. What is the hardest thing about taking a test? So, what are other people saying?
That's the hardest thing to thing about taking a test is to memorize all the information. There's too much to learn. The hardest thing about a test is to finish all the questions before the time limit. I mean, like, you're not wrong at the second one.
So, which one do you agree with here?
It's most likely to agree is the second one,
Mm.
but not really.
Okay, so moving on to our vocabulary part. Now, Chinny, first of all, can you read for us the text open book test?
Open book tests. When students have a test at school, they memorize everything that they have learned about the subject. This kind of closed book test is still the most common exam. Many experts now think that an open book test will be beneficial for students. One reason why open book tests are better is that they are less stressful. Students do not have to worry about open book tests because they can use their book to answer the question. When students take closed book tests, they worry that they will not memorize everything. In addition, in the real world, people don't memorize a lot of information. If workers need to solve a problem, they use the internet or both to find the answer. Some teachers disagree with the idea of open book tests. One reason is that students will spend too much time looking for the answers. Many of them may not finish answering the question. If this happens, the student may fail the exam. A bigger problem is that open book tests reduce our ability to memorize. Many jobs need people to remember information. For example, a bus driver needs to know how to drive a bus. Of course, why would they? They would die. The driver cannot stop to check internet for information. I mean, like, we can use the map. That's the information.
Yeah, check the information. Well done. That was really good. Now, moving on to the next part. So we are going to break down some of the words. Okay, so Chenny, open book. What's the definition of an open book?
Being is like an open book is most likely to be like you open the book and find information. That's it. Information in one book you can read.
So open book means the information is available to you where you can read it. What does it mean to memorize?
Memorize is like you have to memorize easy. It's kind of like remember. It's like your mom says, okay, kid, so you have to do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And especially, do not let the dog go outside. It's dangerous. The children might get, well,
Hurt.
easy, yeah.
Or bitten.
So the children will remember that at the next morning.
Yes.
And if they forgot about the dog, jail kid.
I like that. That's a good example. What is a closed book test?
A closed book test is, well, it's almost kind of like to open books, but a bit different. I don't know how to describe those.
Are you allowed to peek in your book?
No.
Of course not. No. And what does it mean if something is common?
Almost like everybody have it or everybody get
Yes.
bit.
Yeah.
And except everybody know that, except you don't know. It's pretty much like tests. It's easy. Exam equal tests.
Hmm. And what, okay, I'm not going to even ask you what is an exam. You know what that is. What is an expert?
Expert is like somebody who's very wise and have been there, happen to know that a lot of information about one thing, and they're very good at it. They can teach people with that.
Yeah. And what does it mean if something is beneficial? So if I say to you, studying hard would be beneficial to you one day.
Beneficial is kind of useful, like useful, and it's very useful and it's very good.
Well done, Jenny. And what does it mean if the teachers say to you, please provide me with a good reason of how you got to the answer?
A reason is kind of like explaining why or this, and that.
Yes. And okay, you know what is the answer? I'm not going to even ask you that. What is what does it mean to disagree?
It's like you don't like this opinion and you want to be on your opinion, or you don't like this one, or you just don't like other people thinking or anything that you might see that you don't like.
Yeah. And what does it mean to fail?
There's like it's the opposite of like win. Yes.
Yeah, of succeeding. Yeah. So if what does it mean if you failed a test?
Well, if I fail a test, that means it's like I got the lowest mark.
Okay, you didn't get the sufficient mark to pass.
Yeah,
Okay.
I stop for the people.
Yeah. And what does it mean to reduce the price?
Reduce is pretty much a two type of way I could know. It's like reduce and we can use it again, or we could take one thing from another part and then regrow them. From that's called reduce, and the other one, the reduce is pretty much like, well, we could. Okay, I know reduce, but I don't know how to explain.
So if I said to you, can you please reduce the temperature? What does that mean?
Fix or lower down.
Lower. Well done. And then what does it mean to have an ability?
Ability is pretty much equal to power.
Yeah, like a skill.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I know you I'm not going to even ask you. What does it mean to cheat?
Cheat was like you take a little peek of the answer right there. Yeah, right there. And then you look at that and you just write down and that's it. No breaking, no brain thinking, no nothing, no nothing.
Breaking the law, breaking the rules. Yes. There we go. And then what does it mean to be smart?
Was like no knowing everything and always correct.
Ah, perfect. Okay, so Jenny, open book. Okay. So can you read for us the definition? What are they saying?
A thing about sincerely that can be easily known or interrupted. Yeah.
Perfect. Memorize
And to learn something surely.
thoroughly. Yes. Close book.
A thing that cannot be known or understood.
Ah, so if it's a closed book, if someone is a closed book, that means I don't know what they because I don't know. I don't have the information accessible. Okay. Common.
Often met with frequent or frequent.
Yeah. Exam.
As a task, especially in written form, designed to test knowledge or ability.
Expert.
Someone with great skill or knowledge of a particular subject.
Beneficial.
Having a good result or benefits.
Reason.
A basis for an action, a decision, or a belief.
Answer.
To respond in word or action.
Disagree.
To have a differing opinion.
Fail.
To be unsuccessful in something.
Reduce.
To make something become less, smaller, etc.
Well done. Ability.
The power, skill, or knowledge to do something.
Perfect. Check.
To test or make sure of something.
Textbook.
A book that contains the standard principles and information of a book.
Cheat.
To deceive somebody by trickery.
Yeah. Correct.
Accurate, free from error.
And then
Office.
smart. And then smart.
Intelligent, clever, or bright. Those are
Perfect. That was really good. Now, Jenny, can you complete this for us? I'm just running to the bathroom. I'm coming now. You can complete this along for us.
okay. The most English family name is Smith. The most common names. Successful people work hard and have a natural successful people work hard and have natural skip. Doctors say that red wine can reduce your chance of getting cancer. Reduce, I guess so. Reduce your chance of getting cancer. Or is it beneficial? Doctors say that red wine can beneficial your chance of getting. It is common to exercise every day. Stephen Hawking is an expert on black holes. Where is he now? Uncommon black hole can reduce the chance of getting cancer. Okay. Ability most now. Expert reduce. Most beneficial now. Ability, yeah. Ability, yeah. Ability.
Ability, yeah.
Doctor can say that what can reduce the chance of getting what? Cancer? I don't know, I'm not a doctor. The most beneficial English family name is Smith. Beneficial? Or it's like the most reduced family names. Yeah. I mean, like, really beneficial? I don't know. The beneficial and the reduced can be swapped, but I don't know. So, okay, I'm done. But I don't know if
Let's have a look. Okay, so those two, the most common English family name is Smith.
I never even heard someone from the family named Smith. I never heard those.
It's okay, but it is something so common, and then it is beneficial to exercise because we benefit from exercising. Okay. Now, moving on to the next part. Okay. So you remember your reading. So now you're going to answer for us the questions. Okay. What is the most common type of test that students take?
Okay, now is the most consistent, most common. Okay, it's a closed book. The closed book test is the most common test that students take.
Fantastic. And why are open book tests less stressful?
Because you do not have to worry about open book tests because they can use their book to answer the question.
Yeah, well done. And then how can workers find the answers to problems?
Well, worker don't find a lot of information, but if worker need solve a problem, they use the internet or book to find the answers.
Yeah, the internet or books to find the answers. And why may students not answer all the questions in an open book test?
Wait. Why students did not answer all the questions in a book test? Some students disagree. One problem is to teach mention that. It's that students will spend too much time looking for the answer, and not many of them finish answering all of the question. I guess so.
Students will spend too much time looking for the answer, yes. And what may happen to our ability to memorize if we take open book tests?
Ability to memorize will low down and cause a very reduced memory and thinking.
Well done, Jenny. That was amazing. Now, okay, so what we're going to do for now is to prepare for the next one. Okay, so let's do this task. Okay, read the opinion, circle the main ideas. You know what to do in this case, and then underline the supporting ideas in each opinion. So first read the supporting opinion, then circle the main idea, and then underline the supporting ones.
Okay. Open book tests are much better way to test students. First, students learn more by taking this kind of exam. This is because students need to read the books and think about the answers. When students memorize for closed book tests, they forget the information very quickly. Second, students can learn many important skills during book exam. The test taker need to find the correct information quickly. Such skills are needed in many jobs. True.
Okay.
And I was so good to the main opinion. So open book tests are much better way to test the students. That's the main opinion in my thinking. And the supporting opinion is that first students learn more by taking this kind of exam. And the second opinion is that second student can learn many important skills. In the rest of the line that I don't very underline them is the support.
Well done. Okay, now can you do the opposing part for us?
The opposing part is the best way to test a student is to give a closed book test. In this type of tests, students don't know what question they will have the answers, so they need to review what they have learned. More studying will mean more learning. In addition, open book tests require too much reading. Reading is a good skill, but it doesn't know how a smart person is. Open book exam only tests how fast a person can find information. They cannot test how much that person knows. The main opinion is always the one that always have a doubt, isn't it? And the underline of the main opinion why in this type of test students don't know what question they will have to answer. That's the first one. And the second one is, in addition, open book tests require too much reading. Reading is a good skill, but okay, me that the second opinion, and the other is the supporting. I think so.
Done. Okay, let's have a look. Wait. Okay, that was good. Now, write your answers to these questions. So, Jenny, number one, closed book tests are the most common exams. So you have to give a reason why. Number two, do you think open book tests are less stressful than closed book tests? Okay. And do you think memorizing a lot of information is important? 4, do students easily forget information that they have memorized for tests? And 5, will students cheat more in an open book test? Now, number 1 to 5, you are going to answer for me. Type your answers in the chat box. Okay, so you have 5 minutes. Just unmute yourself. I can't hear you.
Okay, so I have this thousand of people of tests I have to remember. And besides, the clock is ticking.
It's okay. Go for it. Just
I mean,
briefly write for me. Closed book tests are the most common exams. So give a reason why closed book tests are the most common exams. For example, teachers want students to memorize the information and not rely on the book.
true. Okay, one is because it is the most easiest. What's easy? Okay, easy is of the part of exam of the part of the exam at the part of exam, and we don't have to worry about this. We don't have to worry about it. I guess for the first one.
Perfect. There we go. Now number 2.
Let's see. Do you think open process at rest less stressful than closed book tests? 2. Yes. It is less stressful. Less stressful. Stressful. For just for looking at it, just for looking at the question. Question, and what is that? I don't know. Question. Okay, it's not my problem. Okay, question. Why did I always spell those? Question. But still has to know how to know all of the importance. Okay. Okay. This side is good for the future. This side is future.
Excellent. Okay.
And
So you can do only number 3. You can do 3, and then we'll continue with 4 and 5 for homework.
okay. Do you think memories a lot of information is correct? Is important? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Of course, because If you forget about it, forget about it, then you will have to study again. And that's just that. And that's just that. To not to that. Just okay.
Perfect.
Two. Okay, I'm done.
Well done. Okay, Jenny, now can you copy and paste that number 1 onto your 1, 2, 3 onto your computer? Okay. Because you're gonna need this. I also wanna just
Why?
okay for next time.
Okay, so I'm a copy paste.
Yeah. Because you're gonna complete number 4 and 5 for homework.
Okay, then I will need the word. Just wait, I'm not gonna take a long time, I'm gonna lie.
That's okay.
Okay. Okay, maybe I don't have to be like copy paste because I can remember those.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm taking a screenshot and then I'll send this to you. Okay. Okay, Jenny, tell me that you have fun today.
Yes.
Me too. Well done, you did great. Okay, so next time we're going to debate. So Jenny, have a great day and I'll see you on